demure. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Nothing Can Go Wrong Until It Does. Last time, you guys were trying to trek through the town, all nonchalantly and undercover like. There are now multiple invisible people who are doing nothing, and you sent Richie's dad off ahead of y'all, who's also invisible, to the church to see if that can help in any way. Richie and Olstein are also invisible. They have not done much. Who has done much, and then immediately afterward, not much, was Mora, who did some things, got herself shot and attacked, and then died.
My bad.
Thanks to Lonnie, she is not dead anymore. Good job, Druid. And you guys were able to fend off some of the local street toughs. And I think one of you picked up a shotgun.
Yes.
Yep, you picked up the shotgun. You have a shotgun now. And that's where we're gonna keep it going. You're trying to get Richie to the church, because if you get Richie to the church, things happen. Apparently, is what you've heard.
Guys, is anytime you're in this realm, do you get that song "Get Me to the Church on Time" song like stuck in your head? Like I get it every single time we're in this realm and we talk about it.
Don't know that song.
Lady.
It's like an old, yeah, right? Okay. Thanks. You got me.
I got you.
If you don't know that song, oh no, I guess we have to watch that now.
Sure,
sorry.
after we finish the Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League, we'll do that. See how quickly that changed?
I didn't say no. My attitude.
You made a face.
Yeah, I make lots of faces.
So, what would you guys like to do now?
Live.
It's a good plan.
Yeah.
Ash is gonna look over to Scud, as Scud has like a bloodied mithril like completely covered in blood of all these hooligans and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Old friend, why do we liberate these people again?
Well, first, I think we need to define the word liberation. If you mean liberation as in the domain, well, then because it's the right thing to do. And if you mean liberate as in what we've just done to these poor souls, well, it's because at the time it was the right thing to do.
Thank you for the clarification.
Yes.
Old friend, yes. Good stuff. Let's go do some more liberating.
I'm not against this. Didn't know this is what we were doing, but not against it. Should we continue down the alleys to the church?
Yeah. I like that. Let's do it.
We follow whatever alleys are available.
There are some alleys available. As you continue trekking through town, the alleys do become more and more sparse as more and more open areas of the town become prevalent. Less alleyways and more back drives for larger buildings. There's a shopping plaza, and there's no alley back there, but there is just kind of a long driveway for delivery trucks. You guys, nobody's back there. You guys are able to take that route pretty easily. But there is going to come a point up ahead, and Olstein does say this to you guys as you continue, that normally every single entrance to the church is boarded up, meaning you're going to have to go in the front way. And that means, at least for a moment, you guys are going to have to be out in the open. So the alley situation is going to get you all the way to the church itself, but in order to make it to the front doors of the church, there is going to be a very large open courtyard in front of it.
How many folks are out there?
Out where?
In the courtyard.
You're not currently at the courtyard.
Okay.
He's just warned you about the courtyard.
Gotcha.
In previous years, how many people congregate at the church out front?
Actually, not many. I think, with the exception of the last couple of years, normally people have stopped and killed Sawtooth Jack long before he ever came within sight of the church.
And
I'm going to assume we're doing a good job.
How
Yeah,
many,
we're doing. I mean, you guys are doing pretty good so far. So, thank you for keeping me alive, and Richie. That's the important one. You can let me die. I don't care about that. But like, if you could get Richie there, that'd be pretty great.
we're working
how
on it.
many of these town folk know of your ideals?
I would assume everybody knows. If you see a townsperson, just be safe and assume that they would not be friendly toward me. I've not been quiet the last year about this whole thing, and I've tried to expose the Harvesters Guild, but there's something about money and power that people tend to gravitate toward, and I don't have any of those things. Don't have money. I don't have power. And now tonight I now don't have a truck. So I'm really winning here.
With each step closer to the church, you are.
That's the spirit.
Well,
how's Mora looking?
Oh, I look fabulous. Thanks for asking.
She's alive.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not like if we could get somewhere where I could sleep, that's probably the best thing for me. But other than that, I'm really good. Ish. But anyways, I'm probably gonna let you guys make the decisions for the next few bits.
well, since we don't know exactly how many people will be outside, how about this? If there's less than 10, we can just try to distract them. Just ask them straight up, have they seen Sawtooth? And we try to get directions. And while we're asking, Richie and Olstein, you guys head into the church. And if there's a large group, we might need to do a bit more evaluating from there once we see the courtyard.
More stealth.
How's that sound?
Sounds like a plan.
Might I throw a suggestion in there, my pale friend?
Yes, of course.
So, if there is a larger group than 10, I throw a distraction, and then you get
Fireball.
It's the best distraction. Murder.
I don't know fireball yet, but it sounds fun.
That sounds like a perfect idea. I mean, I didn't really have a good plan for more than 10, so yes, that seems like a good compromise. More than 10, distraction. Less than 10, we just talk to them, see what they've seen, which is also a distraction.
All right.
Don't mind me.
Any input from anywhere else?
Nope, none for me. I got my input card revoked. So,
It hasn't been revoked. It's just on probation.
yeah.
Probationary measures are in effect.
Watch George put exactly 10, because we said less than 10 and greater than 10. We didn't say what happens at 10.
Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't counted at all. But these are what's
Grabbing minis, putting them on a table. That looks like a gaggle.
A giggle.
So my Midwestern is coming out.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to mock you. But say it again. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna leave, guys.
No.
Hosers.
I will say, growing up in Arizona, I was always told I sounded like I had an accent. and then coming here, I've not heard that once. So I'm like, okay.
I hear it every time I say beg.
Yes.
Say what?
Beg.
Big,
Big.
Beg.
We
big.
Yeah,
pledge
beg.
allegiance to the flag.
B-A-G. Beg.
Yeah, big.
Anyways.
Big.
All right.
So do we continue?
Onward. Sure.
You continue. So
Along
I'm gonna now switch over to just showing you guys kind of what you see when you get to the edge of an alleyway. Your final alleyway that is just across the street from the entrance of the church. So you guys are coming out of an alley right over here. You've ignored everybody. You've been able to dodge pretty much everybody else in town. You're in this alley, and as one of you peek around, you see just this large grouping of people. And one of them is standing atop this kind of stone circular column, and he is shouting to the rest of the people around him. Somebody roll me a perception check.
Got it.
I'm getting my D20 out unless somebody can beat a +6.
And do you have dark vision?
I don't think I should do this anymore because I don't have dark vision.
No, it's fine. I just need to know.
I don't have dark vision.
Okay, that's fine. Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Ooh, dirty 20.
Yeah. So that figure standing atop that stone circular column,
Yeah.
you recognize him briefly. The last time you saw him, he had Olstein's truck rolling over the top of him in the middle of a field. He looks slightly different now because as you look upon him, you see that the left side of his face has been relieved of a great deal of skin. You can even see some bone, some of the cheekbone poking through what remains of his flesh. And in between some of the words that he's shouting to those around him, he is dabbing at his still bleeding face with a large rag that is not soaked, but has been heavily dampened with blood. That's the sheriff.
Guys, I see something really gross. And I share what you said.
Oh,
It's the sheriff, but we did some downgrades to his face.
oh.
I
How many
know.
people?
1, 2, 3, 4. How many people do I see?
With a soft 20, you were able to see 18 people.
More than
18.
10. So at least 18 people. And it
There
doesn't.
we go.
Do we think they made it to the church? Because it doesn't matter if we make it to the church. We just need our invisible friends to get over there.
Is there a path for them to take?
I mean,
With
they're cool.
some very deliberate bobbing and weaving, they would be able to find a safe path in between all these people. It would require stealth checks the entire way, and they would need to have their movement in order to stay cautious. But that would free up their action for dashes. So, then they get their full movement back. But
Did we decide what a distraction could be to like get them away so that way there's less stealth checks? Did we talk about that, gang? We talked about how we might do that.
Ash had an idea. He didn't really say what it was, but he had one.
Chaos, my good man. Chaos.
I mean,
Do you think if I threw the shotgun, it would just go off? It happens in movies. Like, I don't want to be around when it goes off, but if I just take it and I chuck it somewhere and hope it doesn't.
I think that there's really only one way to find out, and that would be to, 1, do it, and 2, roll for it.
Okay, so we'll keep that as plan C. Does anybody have an A or B?
Plan A. Do you want me to explain it step by step?
Oh, you had a plan. I thought you just were like
do.
at chaos and that was the plan.
Oh, no, I have a plan.
Okay, what's your plan, Frank?
I will summon. I have a plan A and I have a contingency plan if this goes south. I will summon a Barlgora. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly with summon greater demon. I will have him go.
What's
I'm
it
doing
called?
this as a Barlgora.
A barrel of guru.
It's a hellish gorilla, pretty much. A greater demon. I will have it go invisible, and I'm going to have it launch a surprise attack on the sheriff himself. He'll be invisible. He'll have a whole surprise attack and be able to roll at advantage. And then everybody else is either going to run away or they're going to probably attack this greater demon.
that sounds like a great idea. My only concern is, do you know if Richie's dad is going to be safe?
Is he there? Did we see him?
Well, he's invisible, so no, you definitely wouldn't see
Yeah.
him. Spell that greater demon for me.
BARLGURA.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And so while that's going on, Richie and them can go around the side while Demon Kong is going after what's his name. And depending on how long he lasts a backup for, because a few of us can fight them off. Depending on how long that goes. I'm doing this out of character because talking like Ash for too long annoys me until I come up with a new voice for him. I will polymorph myself or somebody else who's willing into a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Any volunteers?
If I had more health, I would be so down.
Doesn't matter. You would get the T-Rex's health. It's
Yeah.
all only who
You
wants to
would
be-
get all the stats of the animal that you're polymorphed into, and then as soon as they reach 0, you would revert back to your current HP. You would if you would take whatever carryover there is, though.
That'd be so funny if the T-Rex adapted my stats. So I'd have this T-Rex with like a bajillion stealth. Okay. If anybody else wants to go for it, if not, I can do it.
The other thing is using the polymorph is a T-Rex. That's kind of also a backup plan because the thing about summoning a greater demon is that it has to roll charisma saves against my DC. And if it passes those charisma saves, it breaks free and probably attacks us because I summoned a demon into this plane of existence and it doesn't want to be here for at least a few turns. So the T-Rex polymorph is kind of a backup plan in case we need to summon a T-Rex to fight the giant gorilla. And then we've turned this into a giant kaiju fight to distract everybody. And I think that might be a distraction enough to let Richie get into the church.
Why is our problem solving always just make a bigger problem?
That is what it sounds like. I'm not going to disagree there.
Listen, I didn't judge when you tried to grab a shotgun from a guy.
That's true. I didn't know it was a shotgun.
Don't judge me when I summon a gorilla of hell and flame.
Well, do you know if your demon gorilla would see people who are invisible?
Let me see.
I would say this sounds okay as long as he can't. Because if he can and he goes after that person, then womp womp our plan.
The Bulgura. It doesn't look like it would be able to see people that are invisible.
No.
Are you sure? Senses, blind sight, 30 feet.
Hold on.
I might be no, I don't think it's.
Oh, it says dark
it
vision
might-
100. Nope.
I'm looking at the 2025.
What's
Hold on.
blind sight, though?
It's able to sense it's like Toph. You can feel vibrations through the earth.
Okay. I mean, that's not seeing invisibility.
All right.
It's something slightly different.
Still
Yes.
problematic.
You know.
But thank you for pointing that out.
So what do you all think of that? Everything. And then I turn more into a T-Rex.
So to recap, you let loose a gorilla demon, and it hopefully attacks those people over there.
The sheriff primarily would be the target, and I'm guessing
Okay.
if he's the Dark Lord of the realm, everybody's going to come to his aid.
Okay.
We do what we need to do.
Okay. And then why? And then he's gonna stick around for how long does he stick around for?
Let me
Because
check.
if it's 2 days, I'll be bummed. I like dinner.
1 hour.
Okay.
1 hour. Yeah.
And
Or until it's vanquished, right?
Yeah. Or until it dies.
and then
Which-
just to confirm, if you pretend it doesn't die and it vanquishes the foes for which you hope they do fight, would it turn on us or would it turn on you, even though you summoned it?
Only if it passes its charisma saving throws.
Okay.
That it rolls at disadvantage every turn, every round.
And
every
then
round.
you would need a T-Rex to fight it at the end if it.
I mean,
Maybe.
maybe I really just want to turn somebody into a T-Rex.
If it broke free and it was required that a T-Rex would need to fight it, the name of this episode is Kong versus Godzilla. And we get sued
Spell
for using
Kong,
the names of intellectual property.
spell Kong with a C.
Godzilla.
Oh no.
And spell Godzilla with 2 R's. Godzilla.
Yeah. Or AW instead of an O.
Exactly.
Uh,
Godzilla.
Okay. Quick question. Super down for this. But what if somebody got turned into a T-Rex and they just stampeded through the crowd and led them away in hopes that. But then again, I guess that leaves that person to fight them as a T-Rex. And that's a problem. So never mind.
I thought of that originally, but then, as you just said, then whoever's a T-Rex is going to bear the entire brunt of whatever, and we might have to resort to that anyways if he's more powerful than we think he is. Like if he just owns the demon monkey right away, then we might have to resort to.
Guys, really fast. Is anybody else hearing that Jumanji heartbeat sound in the background?
I thought it was my headphones. I was like,
I ordered it. Okay, I think it stopped. Sorry, I heard the do 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 do, and I was like, "Is that on purpose to stress us out?" Oh, is that your microphone, DM?
I don't know. Is it? Do you hear it right now?
Yeah.
Then it was absolutely me messing with my microphone and I didn't know it.
Yeah, I was just like, "Who's playing the Jumanji?"
I was like, is somebody's pulse going insane?
No, I'm just over here fidgeting while you guys figure it out. And I did not realize I was doing that. My bad.
That's all good. No, I'm so sorry. I was really distracted by it. I was scared, like maybe a microphone or something was like. Okay.
So that is the extent of my plans. T-Rex is kind of a.
Contingency.
It's there to. Yeah, in case multiple things go wrong.
Cool. Let's do it. Goodbye, everybody.
We can always. Well, it depends on how far everyone gets, but after a while, I can make an invisible T-Rex. So if you start hurting real bad, I'll just make you invisible. But that will break their invisibility.
Okay. By raise of hand, did anybody think that tonight's game would involve an invisible T-Rex? Nope, not a normal D&D session. Just me. Okay.
But you can attack, so you have to be a stealthy T-Rex.
You'll have advantage.
And
Now,
then I
if
have
you
to
want a
fight this.
distraction.
I'll be an invisible T-Rex fighting a gorilla that has, what's it called? Blind sight, where it will feel the tremors of the earth, maybe caused by a T-Rex. So,
Yep.
Zoid.
You only have to worry about that if it fails one of those charisma checks.
DM, I assume you
Or if it
want to do
passes
the
a charisma check. Huh?
I'm assuming you want to do the charisma checks, our saving throws on that.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Does
I
it have to
assume-
roll it every turn at the end of every turn?
Yeah, or let me read real quick, but it's at disadvantage, and it's the end of every demon's turn. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool beans.
Great. So what we're gonna do then is just like last time, if it's needed, we have it. If we don't, then we don't. But just give me your initiative rolls, please.
Oh, no.
I pre-rolled those just in case I needed them.
Appreciate it.
You guys know those videos where you throw something on your cat's head and they do that thing where they like
Mhm.
basically go
Oh,
out? I
yeah.
just did that with a hair tie onto Obi's head and he did it. And it's so funny that that's a truth. Ew. Sorry, I won't do it again.
And then, Robert, would your Bulgura go on your turn, or would it have its own initiative?
It would have its own.
Okay. And then for Scud and the Bulgura,
Yep. You want me to roll for the ball grow blah now?
just in case we need it. Yeah,
Okay. I'll do
that way I have it. If we don't need it, we don't need it. But
And that would be fun. And then for Demon Monkey. His is just below mine. No. I apologize in advance, guys.
It's all good.
well, okay. Then that means it is in your court. What are you doing? How does it go down?
All right, I'm going to start by summoning.
Oh, wait, hold up. Before you do that, what are we doing? Mora and the demon are going to be out there, but where are we going to be standing? Do we just stay in this alleyway?
Well, I'm going to be back with you guys until I'm needed. I'm not going to
Yes.
just be standing there. Just to clarify.
Also, what are you guys going to be wanting Richie and Olstein to be doing? Are they hanging back? Are they
They will be going forward as forward as soon as there's like a path. Like we're assuming it's going to cause chaos to people to either all clump with the demon or run away from the demon. One or the other is our assumption. So,
okay?
Run forward once there's a path cleared.
Okay, cool, excellent. I'm gonna switch this back. So I've got you guys kind of in order there at the foot of the alley with Mora in the front because she's the one who did the
Peekaboo.
the initial recon there.
That's better.
And then Ash right behind you. So let's find out what happens because this will be fun, I'm sure. Please.
All right, I draw the little summoning circle with the little chalk and start chanting the incantations, all creepy like. And yeah, and I summon Balgora.
Where?
Okay. Is there room for us to summon him? Because it looks like we're all in this tiny little alleyway.
You are in the tiny little alleyway. That is true. So,
Okay, so
what is the distance at which you can summon him?
I can summon him at anywhere 60 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah, I can summon him at 60 feet. Where I can see. It has to be see and within range. So I'm going to...
If you were to scooch around Mora, you would be able to summon him pretty much anywhere that you could see there on that map before the steps up to the church.
Yep. Cool. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to scooch up there. I'm going to summon him like exactly up right on top of the steps. Or is that would be right before?
You'd have to do it before the steps.
Now, would he appear visible or invisible?
He would appear visible because invisibility would need to be an additional thing cast on him. You can't summon him as invisible.
Okay, yeah. He has the ability to make himself invisible.
Yes.
So would have to... That's why I was trying to... So what I would do is I would have the two people next to me back up a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to summon him in the alleyway with us, like right nearby us.
This is a large fiend. He's not going to fit in that alley.
Okay, so
You can do it, but then there becomes the question of what happens when you summon a large fiend in a alley that barely supports medium-sized creatures.
Okay. Cool. So is there an area nearby us where I could summon him not directly in combat and have some space near us that I could do that? I'm looking around.
Not that would go unnoticed by the people
Okay.
that are currently there.
Cool. So that's not an option.
Hmm.
All right. All righty then. Then, yeah, you know what? I'm going to summon it right at the base of those steps.
Right at the
Or
base
right
of the
behind.
steps.
Right behind where that tree is.
Like right here?
No. Right behind where the wheelbarrow is, if I can.
Ah, yes. That is actually the sheriff standing atop that circular stone pedestal.
Can I summon it next to him or nearby him?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
And
So you draw your little summoning circle using a bit of chalk right there on the alleyway wall. You speak your incantation, and a strange bluish and orangish light begins to emanate from this summoning circle. And as you think of that spot that you had seen right where you want him to summon, there's a split within the air, followed by a crackling, popping sound. And with a deep primal roar of rage, everybody is going to get a round of surprise. So To kick off you guys, Mora.
Guys, I almost want to pass so I can just let the thing do its thing. I'm scared if I attack it, that's going to distract them. So I stay stealthy and I observe and I don't attack.
Okay, you're going to stay where you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will go closer to the building, though, so if anybody wants to go around me, they can, and I'm not in the way. And I think this is the first time I've ever passed on a turn in D&D, but I swear it's strategic.
Yeah, makes sense.
Corvin.
Corvin is going to let Richie and Olstein know. Get out into the street. Run forward when you can, when it's clear. And I'll just ray in action to Vicious Mockery any hostiles that come in front of the alleyway. So, like, I
Okay.
can't see out. So, like, basically direct line of sight, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Not a problem. So you give Richie and Olstein your commands, and you immediately begin hearing some footsteps, kind of like shuffling around as if they're readying themselves to begin moving. Ash.
Okay. So I'm just reading up on here.
Actually, cancel that ready action. I forgot that'll drop concentration.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to, this doesn't take an action or a bonus action. I just wanted to make sure. I am going to mentally instruct or tell the demon to attack the sheriff. So when his turn comes around, that's exactly who he'll go for. Otherwise, he just goes chaotically against whoever's closest.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, how many people can, I'm going to step out of the alleyway.
All right. Getting around Mora was difficult terrain because there's not much room there, so you've used 10 feet.
Okay, cool.
Mora's been watching her diet. Thank you very much.
And I am going to summon with oh nope, I can't because that requires concentration. So instead, I am going to blast a chromatic orb at the first dude I see.
Okay. There is a dude there, in fact. Yeah.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to blast that dude.
Okay.
And I'm going to make it, if I should emphasize, I'm going to make it fiery because that's kind of my thing. 26 to hit.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
And that's going to, that was not a D8. That was a D4. But it's a funky shaped D4. Okay, that's going to be 16 flaming damage that I'm just going to kind of lob at that dude's face.
You summon a chromatic orb within your hand, and with the adeptness of a starting pitcher for the New York Yankees, you huck this chromatic orb right at this guy, slamming him in the face, and as it flies through the air, it slowly shifts into a ball of fire, dealing him 16 fiery damage straight to the face. Good job.
Cool. And I'm going to take one more step towards the wall to allow everybody else to get past me so I'm not taking up too much space. Is that a doorway right there?
With the blue or?
No, the doorway right there, the building I'm looking at.
So, south of you.
Yeah,
It's hard to tell. Yeah, that's a doorway.
Is there any way I could see if I could step through it and use it as cover?
Yeah, like to try and open the door.
Yeah, use like a bonus action or something like that.
Yeah, you can test the lock.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
This will be fun. I'm gonna roll a dice for that one. Oh no, that's locked. That's a locked door.
Okay, cool. Then I'm just
That's a
gonna stay
2.
where
I'm sorry, just so you know, it was a 2.
Fair enough. All right, then that ends my turn.
All right, and this would be the Bulgura.
Cool. Balgura smash. He gets 3 attacks. He gets 2, 1 bite attack and 2 fist attacks. So he's going to first bite at the sheriff. And that would be 25 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
All right. So he's going to take. It's going to be 14 piercing damage as he takes a big old bite.
All right.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And that's going to be a 15 bludgeoning damage as he punches the sheriff. Bob Marley's other song. And does a 10 hit?
A 10 will miss.
Okay, so yeah, he's going to swing a 3rd time and he's going to miss.
The Bulgura immediately picks this thing up, picks up the sheriff, leaning down to bite him, sinking his teeth right into his shoulder. And as this happens, sheriff begins screaming, "It's them! It's them! Kill it!" And the Bulgura pulls back, lifts the sheriff into the air, and just slams him down into the ground.
Good monkey.
And there the sheriff will lay for the time being. But it's actually his turn next. He's going to stand up, the sheriff is, and he is going to shoot the Bulgura. Tried to shoot the Bulgura. Natural 20. 11, 13, 18 damage to the Bulgura.
Okay.
As a bullet just rips its way through the Bulgura's abdomen.
What type of damage is it?
That would be piercing.
Piercing. Okay, so that's going to be 9 damage. As it is halved.
Is it?
Yeah, he has damage resistances to cold, fire, lightning, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and are from non-magical attacks.
Can you post that stat block in the Discord real quick? Because I do not show those damage resistances. I only show cold, fire, lightning.
Okay. So let me see here. Because I pulled up this stat on ChatGPT is the one that I have. But let me see. I can look online and see if that's consistent with online.
Let me
It doesn't look
see.
Oh, you got one, Van?
Yeah.
Okay. Got you. Let's see something real quick. I'm going to check and see if the one that I have is 2024 rules or...
This is also the one that I show. So this is the one that we're going to use. So it's
Cool.
not
Sounds
resistant.
good. Sounds good. All right, then. So he doesn't have resistance then. Cool deal.
All right. That is going to bring it to Richie, who is currently invisible. And Corvin, roll me a stealth check with advantage for Richie, please.
With advantage, that's 1 and 20.
Perfect. You hear this raspy breathing get a little bit quieter, and you gather that he is moving away. Same for Olstein.
He trips a bit. 10. That's with advantage.
That's with advantage?
Mm-hmm.
That's perfectly fine, because right now there is a Bulgura. So the DC for this is actually dropped quite a bit just because of all the chaos and their attention being elsewhere. 10 is just barely going to pass. He does stumble a bit. In fact, he stumbles right into Richie on accident. But they're okay, and they keep up their invisibility, and they are completely fine for now. Scud.
Okay, yeah. I was just changing some of the numbers around. I was using the 2014 ball girl. The one you guys have is the 2024. So
They both have. They don't have resistant to bludgeoning on either. I checked.
Yeah, we can talk about that later, but we're going to use the stat block that Bradley put in the Discord.
cool. Yeah, so where's Scud at?
Scud is in the alleyway. I didn't put him down.
Yeah, so I'm guessing with the rough terrain, him getting out of there is going to take up a full thing of movement.
Is that what you
Yeah.
want him to do? Is you want him to get out of there?
Yeah, get up there, at least nearby. I'm going to have him use the dash action, and I'm going to have him rage and get just a little bit in front of me.
Okay.
All right. And yeah, I use the rage bonus action, and I'm done.
All right. Yep. You hear that that familiar whirring and like that of a tea kettle as he pushes past everybody in the alley, jumping out into the open, and you hear him mutter under his breath, "It's turbo time. I think so." And Richie's dad, you guys have no idea where he is. Lonnie.
That's me.
Sure is.
It would probably take my whole turn getting out of the alley, right?
You'd be able to get out of the alley with your movement, yeah.
I'm just gonna get right behind Mora. I won't leave the alley just yet.
All right.
Cool beans.
Bringing it back to Mora.
Okay. Everybody looks really distracted.
By the gigantic ape demon, yeah.
Cool beans. How dense is the foliage right there next to the building across the way? That's like, I don't know how to describe it.
The plumage.
You mean like this stuff right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can ignore that. This map is not going to be 100% accurate because this map is for medieval times, and right now you guys are in the 60s.
So there's no bushes.
No, those are trees. You can move underneath the trees.
Is it a thick tree? Like I could hide behind it?
You could try.
Well, I want to know how thick it is before I try to hide behind.
Well, it's around the corner. You can't see it from where you are. It's not within line of sight. You know that there's a tree there because you can see the edge of leaves, but you can't see the trunk.
Okay, and then just to confirm, the red dude is Ash, and the guy in front of him is Scud?
Yes.
Okay. Are they just hanging out in the open like a bunch of weirdos?
Well, it's not their turn right now. They weren't able to move any further than that.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to try and sneak behind a tree.
Okay.
This
Roll
is
for
such a bad
stealth.
idea. This is so dumb. Plus...
And are you using your full movement, or are you going to have it so that you can move stealthily?
Well, my movement is 30.
Yes, but if you're moving stealthily, you'll need to have it because being stealthy isn't necessarily a quick thing. You can't be quick and stealthy. So you can roll for stealth to get to the tree, but if you want to make it all the way to the tree and be completely stealthy, you might need to dash. Otherwise, I can have you roll at disadvantage and you can try it otherwise.
Okay, wait, hang on. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to make us talk so much during our turns. I can't dash stealthily, right? Like I can't do that?
Dashing just doubles your movement.
Oh, then yeah, I want to do that. So that way I can stealthily go behind the tree.
Okay. Then roll stealth.
It was 18.
Fantastic.
I'm behind a tree.
You are behind the trunk of a tree. It is a little bit thinner than you are as a person. It can hide most of you.
Okay. Yay!
All right.
And was that my
Anything
whole
else?
turn that I could do? Because the dash was that my action?
If you have a bonus action that you'd like to use,
Oh,
you can do
wait.
that.
Sorry, I need to write this better. Sneak attack. I think that was all I could do. No, I think I still have my action.
You do still have an action because
Yeah.
you can use cunning action to dash. That's a bonus action.
I was reading my character sheet, y'all. Okay, I'm going to try a psychic whisper on the guy next to the sheriff.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, like, this is the demon gorilla. You better move or you're next. And hope that it runs away.
Ah, okay. What does he need to do?
It's up to him. I'm just trying to convince him that he needs to run away.
Okay, so your psychic
Behind-
whip, like there's no like wisdom saving throw that I need to make?
No, I can just talk to people in their heads if I can see them.
Okay. Okay, great. Roll for performance. Intimidation. Roll for intimidation.
You know what? I'm going to edit what I said. I'm going to say, I am Bulgara, the demon gorilla, and you better run back behind me or you're next, so that way he doesn't run towards us. And for intimidation, 16 plus... And that was for intimidation, so it's 19.
Okay, cool. So, all right. Yep, we'll keep that one in mind. Your exact words were "run behind me" or else.
Basically, or you're next.
Cool. Fantastic. That's gonna bring it to Corvin.
All right. Are there eaves on this building? Like above me?
No.
All right. I will. Are there any insets on the wall? If not, I'll walk towards the roof.
Are there any what?
Insets, like any like divots in the walls or anything like that that I can
Oh,
hide in?
yeah, like a little, like much closer to the actual roof. You can see, like water drainage pipes that allow for water to escape and then pour into the alley. The occasional broken brick allows for a little bit of a foothold. I mean, I would think that your spider climb would just kind of work for you, though.
Yeah, no. I was trying to climb up and then hide into the wall. So if someone were to look down this alley, they wouldn't see anyone on the ground.
Oh, gotcha. No, there's nothing large enough for you to fit into.
All right, then yeah, I'll just walk towards the roof and dash if need be if it's higher than 30.
20-foot roof. You get to the roof very easily.
All right, yeah, then I'll just hide on top.
All right. Ash.
All right. So, yeah, I'm going to just do a chromatic orb on that dude's face again. That's going to be a 10, I assume. So that's not going to hit.
You cock back with another chromatic orb and you let it fly, but just as you do, he kind of stumbles off to the side and it whizzes right past his ear.
Cool. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Your Balgura.
I'm going to have him attack the sheriff, only this time recklessly.
Okay.
Now that I have, let's take a look here again. I pulled up the stats that you guys are using here. Cool. All right. That's going to be, for his first bite, that's going to be 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Oh, that's going to be 10 piercing.
All right.
Net 20 for the second hit.
Sure thing.
That is 11, 14 piercing damage. Oh, not piercing, 14 bludgeoning. Sorry. Oh, no, wait a minute. I was reading the wrong thing on this thing. I was rolling the wrong dice. Anyways, it's 2d10s. All right, so that's going to be 19 bludgeoning for his first fist hit. And then 23 to hit.
Yep.
All right. And that's going to be 13 bludgeoning for the second one.
All right.
So
the sheriff, who has not even stood up at all, just looks upward as two giant fists come crashing down right on top of his body, caving in his rib cage. I accidentally punched my mic. He caves in his rib cage, and he expels blood and bile. The Bulgura then reaches down, biting around this now softened torso of the sheriff, and with almost like eating corn on the cob, with legs in one hand, head in another, and the torso in his mouth, just rips the sheriff into 3 pieces.
cool. I was going to say the sheriff had advantage on his next attack, but alrighty then.
Nope, sheriff does not have advantage on nothing no longer.
How is
Uh,
everybody responding to that?
There are angry yells from all of the men in this area. A couple of them falter. Some of them take a couple steps back. But the general cry of the general war cry means that these guys are in the fight, at least for now.
Bagura is going to, with that being said, he's going to jump up onto the wheelbarrow where where the sheriff was, and he's going to do the whole King Kong thing and just start hitting his chest.
Yeah. He jumps up onto a wheelbarrow, which immediately crushes beneath his weight.
Oh.
And it's still an impressive sight, to be sure. Can I get more stealth checks from Richie and Olstein, please?
All right, it'll be a 20 from Richie and from Olstein. 19 as well.
Fantastic. They themselves move forward slowly and cautiously, watching the giant ape demon do its work and trying to stay out of reach. This is going to take a moment because it is currently everybody else's turn. And they are all going to go in hard on the ape thing. The first thing that happens is this guy's going to do exactly as he was told and move in behind the Bulgura. And let's just take care of this right now, why don't we? Cool. Okay. Against the Bulgura,
Cool deal.
who has just taken a reckless turn, so everything has advantage anyway because of pack tactics. But those who stay on the outskirts and opt to throw stones are still going to get advantage. 19.
Looking at the AC. Yeah, that hits.
Yep. Bulgura is going to take 4 damage from thug number 1.
Cool deal.
And I'm doing this 16 more times, so please just bear with me.
No.
16 is going to hit for another 5 damage.
All right.
23 is going to hit for 3 damage.
All right.
That's going to miss. Attack number 5. 22 to hit for 8 damage. $18 to hit for 7.
All right.
That one's going to miss. 23 to hit for 5 damage. Moore is having flashbacks.
It's not me.
Natural 20 is going to hit for 5, 11, 13 damage.
All right.
$18 to hit for 3 damage. And 23 to hit for 4 damage.
It's done.
That was it?
That was it. It only has 68 health.
Okay. So as all of these now angry, riled up street thugs begin rushing in with clubs, crowbars, machetes, knives, bricks, some opting to throw back, to stand back and throw rocks at this thing, they all just go in, and they go in hard. And the Bulgura, overcome, overwhelmed, and surprised by all of it, falls back, a low groan escaping its throat, and it falls onto the shambled cart, which it's already destroyed.
Not to be that person, but I'm looking at the map. Are our friends pretty darn close to getting into that church right there?
I know where they are.
Does Corbin?
No, they're invisible. You can't see them.
Well, how do you see them then?
Because I know where they are. I've been keeping track of where they are.
I'm just kidding.
Scud.
All right. Scud's going to go and chop up that first guy. We need to keep the distraction going.
All right. There he is.
And 15 to hit.
A 15 is going to hit.
All right. Make sure I'm pulling up the right dice this time. Here we go. And that's going to be 9 damage.
Okay.
Guy still standing?
He is. Scud takes a swipe at him, cutting some flesh off of an arm as this guy raises an arm in defense, but he is still standing.
All right. And then that would be 11 damage. Or no, 11 to hit.
11 is going to hit, just barely.
All right. And then that would be 17 damage.
Yeah, so this guy takes a step back just as Scud takes another desperate swipe to catch this guy. And just before he can step all the way out of range, the very edge of Scud's axe cuts cleanly through his throat, spilling his life's blood. And instead of stepping back out of range, he steps and falls backward into the dirt.
All righty. There he goes. Scud's going to just kind of stand his ground there.
All right. Richie's dad, you still have no idea. Lonnie.
Yep. Do I have space to do conjure my wolves?
All 8 of your wolves?
See.
Yeah, you'd have to peek around the edge of that building because they need to be within sight, right?
No idea, but that's fine. Wow,
That's fine to
everybody
peek
leaves
around.
on my turn. Oh.
There you go. What's your range on your summoning spell?
That's a good question. For just the conjure animals, there's no range that I have.
Is it just at a spot that you can see?
Pull up the thingamajig. Yeah, what the if? Please hold.
All right, for now, just that we can keep it rolling, let's just say that it has to be at a spot that you can see. So in the areas that you can see right now, you'd like to conjure all 8?
So 60 feet.
60 feet, okay.
But yes, all.
And like, how do you want them? Do you want them intermingled with these guys? Do you want them in a line? Do you want them grouped to the side? How do you want to summon them?
They can be intermingled as far as
Okay.
they can go.
Okay, there they are.
All right. Which ones do you want me to do first?
Just work from top down. I've grouped them into twos so that they'll still get their pack tactics advantage, so you can roll with advantage on each one. But just go start at the top two, and then the ones right below them, and then like reading a book. We'll do that.
Okay. Well, I already rolled to make this faster, so next time. Does 9 hit?
No, a 9 is not going to hit.
All right. Does a 12 hit?
A 12 hits.
All right. So that second one's gonna do 7 damage,
All right.
and then I'm guessing a 5 and 6 don't hit.
Correct.
So pass on the next two.
Okay.
22 and a 22.
Both hit.
So it's going to be a total of 11 damage.
Okay.
And then the next one's a 5, so that does not hit. And the last one's going to be 18. And that'll be 7 damage.
All right.
And that will be me.
Okay. Mora. Hi. Mora has
Bye-bye.
forfeit her turn. Go ahead, Corvin.
All right. Corvin is going to go ahead and stealth up to the edge and then fall prone before just mocking someone in the pit of wolves. We'll say the one in between all three there.
Okay.
I think it's a wisdom save. I'll verify that in a second.
All right. Wisdom save of 12.
All right. They take 6 psychic and they have disadvantage on their next attack.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. And I'll just continue laying prone there.
All right, Mora, you ready?
Yeah, sorry. So turning off the camera was an accident. But I'm ready. All right. I am going to aim a... Sorry, I'm looking to see... I'm going to aim a psionic blade at the guy close to the wolf and the church. The one who's between the wolf and the church. Does that make sense?
The wolf in the stairs?
Okay, I thought the church was
This
the one
way?
that... So move over to the left once. Or don't. It's okay. Sure, we can get that guy.
I'm confused. What are we talking about? Do you need me to move to the left?
No, I was just gonna. So the guy who's facing. I thought the church building was the building we were behind. Which one's the church building? Can you point to it?
The church building is beyond the steps to the right side of the screen.
Oh, okay. Then sure, yeah, that guy that you pointed at.
Okay.
Okay, that was a bad roll, but I'm going to try to use one of my psi bolstered knacks to make it better. Just take 2 of them. That's just not gonna hit. Okay, I'm gonna miss the first time. It was a 4.
Okay.
And then the second time, oh, okay, that one's gonna be a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Cool. And let me just roll real fast. Roll dice. So it's faster to do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 23 damage.
23 damage.
And then the knife should disappear, so there isn't evidence of it.
That is true. All right. Is that your turn?
That's my turn, and I'm just going to make sure I'm super stealthy in this tree where nobody can see me.
Sure. Well, I mean, you can not move, but you've already used your bonus action to attack a second time, right?
Nope, it's one turn. I get to.
Okay.
To...
So, bonus action hide, roll stealth.
Oh, that's a thing? Okay.
Yes.
I was just making a comment of, haha, look at me. I am very sneaky. D20, donde está? Found it. Okay. 15 plus stealth is 23.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
You go right back to hiding. Ash.
Don't see this.
All right. I'm going to cast a firebolt. Sorry, I have a lot of character sheets pulled up. All right. I'm going to cast a firebolt. Actually, I'm going to go Ray of Frost this time at the nearest bandit dude, who's actually not a bandit but a thug.
All right.
Ray of Frost. And does an 11 hit?
An 11 hits.
All right, cool. That's going to be 15 frost damage. And his speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn. And with my bonus action, I will summon my cool... Where is it at? Yeah, my culling sickle.
Okay.
That's just going to kind of float around my head-ish.
Okay.
And that's going to be my turn.
All right. More stealth checks from Richie and Olstein, please.
For Richie, it will be 19. Still have advantage, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, 19 for Richie and 17 for Olstein.
Perfect. Yep, it doesn't look like they've been seen. You guys don't notice anybody notice them, and you're going to take that as a good sign. The thugs, now worried about wolves and such, are going to immediately attack the large canines that are currently attacking them and have appeared out of nowhere. 18 to hit.
Yep.
Your very first wolf up there is going to take 7 damage.
Okay.
Uh, 20 to hit for 6 damage. Same wolf.
That one's gone.
Oh, excellent. Um, 21 to hit, 7 damage.
For the second one?
For the second wolf, yep.
Okay.
21 to hit for 6 damage.
That one's gone too.
How many hit points do your wolves have?
Well, I rolled them for each one. So those first two had 12.
Okay. So each wolf has 12?
No, I rolled them all separately.
Oh.
I can make them all have 12. But...
No, if that's what you want to do it. I'm not going to say nothing about it. Third wolf.
Yep.
15 to hit.
Yep.
4 damage.
Okay.
Same wolf. 14 to hit.
Yep.
8 damage.
Yeah, one's gone.
And just a reminder, one of these attacks is a flat roll, I assume, but I don't know which of them.
Oh, don't worry. One of them is a flat roll. I just haven't gotten to that one yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that one's gonna miss because an 8 does not hit a wolf, I assume.
Nope.
Oh my. Another 8. $20 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
5 damage.
Okay.
That's gonna miss. Natural 20.
Okay.
3, 4, 6 damage.
That one's dead.
Working on those bottom 2 wolves. 18 to hit for 7 damage.
Okay.
This is the flat roll, and it's going to miss unless a 9 is your AC.
Nope.
23 to hit for 5 damage.
Okay.
And that is also going to miss. That, I believe, does it.
All right.
Scud.
All right, I'm gonna have him go and hit that nearest dude, the guy that I got with the ice.
All right.
Where here it is. And that's going to be 25 to hit.
Yep.
And let me grab the correct. Here it is. And that right there is a 9 damage.
Okay.
Magical damage.
I'm just going to stop you right there. Scud rolls up on this guy and in an underhand swipe just absolutely carves him right in two.
Cool. I'm going to have him move to the other dude just south or just west of that wolf to the north of Scud.
Okay.
And have him move over there and commence to a smacking. I already rolled. Does a 24 hit.
Sure does.
All right. Scud's going to do what Scud do best. And that's 20 damage. Magic damage.
All right.
And that ends his turn.
And that ends his turn. Lonnie.
Me.
Yep.
Well, poo. What does Lonnie want to do? How far am I away from anybody?
You are 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 40 feet at best.
Okay. I'm going to move up 10 feet.
Okay.
And now I'll do my wolves. From top to bottom, I'm assuming a 23 hits.
A 23 hits.
And a 21.
Yep.
So combined, that's 13 damage.
Okie doke.
So yeah, they're together. And then does a 15 hit.
Yes, it does.
Cool beans. And then the last one is a natural 20, so the damage is doubled. So combined, it's 22 damage.
All right.
And that's it.
Excellent. Mora.
I am going to. There's so many of them. I'm going to just still use my knives, I think, and aim for the same guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Part of me wants to try to aim for to be at the level where the wolf could bite, so that way it's a little less, I don't know, scary, but that's okay. Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does.
Well, how about let's start, I guess, with the 14. That'll be 22 damage.
All right. You hurl a psionic blade, and you hear a solid boom as it embeds itself right at the base of this guy's skull, and he falls dead.
Yay!
Right at the feet of a wolf.
Cool. And then I will use the last blade to go at the guy behind the two wolf friends. In
Okay.
the really dark, if that makes sense. Oof. And that was a 1. But a 7 total. I don't think I've ever seen.
You throw it, and it catches the edge of your finger, and it doesn't let go right away, and so it just kind of buries itself in the ground right at your feet, thrown off of its trajectory before you see it disappear.
Cool. And make sure Corvin doesn't smell it. And I'm just kidding. No, we're all good. Thank you. That's my turn.
All right. Corbin.
Corvin's just going to continue to mock the one in the center. Another wisdom save.
All right. 4.
All right. Another 5 psychic and more disadvantage or flat.
All right.
Corvin's just on the rooftop talking smack down there.
Yep.
He really
I gotta
is.
I gotta keep concentration. So I don't want to scratch this pretty face.
Ash.
All right. Ash is going to move up to where he is 30 feet away from the nearest baddie. 5, 10, 15. All right. And his first thing he's going to do is launch a ray of frost at the nearest bad guy. Which one is that? That's the nearest.
It would be the one that Scud is currently fighting.
Cool. So he's going to go and launch one of those. Does a 10 hit?
It does not.
Cool. Then he's going to go and instead launch his culling sickle at the guy with a bonus action. And that will be a nat 20.
Okay.
So that's going to be 4d8s. That's 9. 19 necrotic damage as the ghostly sickle floating just launches itself at the dude and then comes back like a boomerang.
Slicing up his entire torso and spilling his entrails all at the feet of Scud, who sees this and takes a moment to turn towards you, recognizing it's your sickle. And he says, "Stop stealing my kills. I had that one."
That was you, friend. And now end my turn.
All right. Stealth checks, Richie and Olstein, please.
One sec. Richie is 21, and Olstein is 2 natural ones for 4.
Ooh. That's not great. Okay. So they continue to make their way. Corvin, give me a perception check.
Uh, 23.
So what you can begin to see just like little puffs of like dust being kicked up as they begin running up the stairs, and then you can hear kind of like a distant scuffle, and you see one of the thugs near the foot of the stairs. His ears kind of perk up, and he turns his head to look up the stairs, and you, Corvin, hear a distant expletive being muttered by Olstein's familiar voice.
All right.
So for the thugs, this one here in the back is gonna grab the shoulder of his companion, and they're going to move up the stairs. To investigate the sound, as all the others buckle up, Carol.
Why?
19 for 8 damage on one of your wolves.
Okay. Doesn't matter which one.
The very top one.
8 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Same wolf. 18 to hit for 8 damage.
That one's gone.
Okay. I'm going to leave him there for a moment. Next wolf, natural 20
Okay.
for 10 damage.
Okay.
And 16 to hit for 8 damage.
Yep. You only needed one of those. So I'm down to 2. What you got?
In a very misguided attempt at heroism, is going to rush Scud. Does a 23 hit Scud?
It does.
This guy's going to come in swinging a crowbar right against Scud's metal cranium for 6 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch. All right.
And I'm going to assume a 16 does not hit Scud, does it?
Nope.
Bully for him. Moving on to the lower 2 wolves. Starting with the one on the right, we're going to do 21 to hit for 7 damage.
That one's gone.
Okay. For the remaining wolf, natural 20, 13 damage.
That one's gone.
All right. We're going to get another one up on Scud. This one is the one at disadvantage from Corvin. A 15 is going to miss.
Yep.
This guy is going to run over as well. Oh, man. They actually have multi-attack this whole time. Does a soft 20 hit Scud?
It does.
Okay, great. 4 damage. I have
All
not
right.
been rolling multi-attacks. That is a huge bummer. And as another thug rolls up to Scud, he is going to miss both of his attacks. And these two are going to follow their pals up the stairs. Seeing as how there's no more wolves and no giant monkey demon, they're looking for something else to occupy their rage.
Like a T-Rex. Just kidding.
Bringing it to Scud.
Scud's going to take a chop at the one that first made the decision to go after him.
Okay.
Uh, 18 to hit,
Sure will.
and that's going to be 13 damage.
right.
Magic.
They have you know it's magic. I know it's magic. These are just thugs who have no understanding of magic.
I just like saying magic.
All right.
And 28 to hit.
Yeah.
He's going to take 14 magical damage.
All right.
All right, I'll stop that now. Yeah, and that's his turn.
That's good. Okay. Lonnie.
Who else but Scudmire?
Is somebody still within 30 feet of me?
Yeah.
Blight.
Oh, all right.
What
What do you
get a
need?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 14.
Pooh, I don't remember what you need. Hold on. I think it's 10. So you succeeded. So you get half the damage.
It should be your spell save DC, shouldn't it? I hope it's higher than 10. It should be.
It's, okay, it's 12. You still passed. So.
Really?
That's what I have written down.
Your spell save should be 8 plus your proficiency plus your wisdom modifier.
Wisdom plus proficiency plus what?
Wisdom modifier.
Plus 8 is the.
So 13.
So 13. Okay, so I failed.
Yeah. No, you said 14.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you? What's your wisdom modifier?
Plus 2.
And your proficiency at level 9 is?
I have it as plus 3.
So
Okay,
13 would
just
be
making
correct,
sure.
yeah.
All right. So what happens?
You get half the damage, so it's 11 damage.
Okay, cool. Well, he only had 4 left.
We'll take it.
These vines curl up out of the ground and immediately begin puncturing his legs all the way up into his torso, just reaching further and further, weaving in and out of his flesh before it reaches into his brain, and he dies, stifling a scream.
Good.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Mora.
Jess, I am going to cry. Just kidding. I take. It's just a bummer because oh wait no, there's Scud. Okay, I'm going to throw my blades at the guy closest to Scud.
Okay.
And throw my blaze at him. Being a rogue is a little bit of a bummer when you don't get the sneak attack, so that's why I was looking. Okay, that's going to be 21 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Yay! And that's going to be 23 damage.
Okay.
And then it's going to be 24 to hit.
All right.
With a 6 damage. So
All right.
29 total.
Excellent.
That's what I thought. Thank you. Just kidding.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. Corvin.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and cast Dancing Lights. And Dancing Lights lets you do 4 torch-sized lights, or you can combine them into one glowing vaguely humanoid form. So I'm going to go ahead and summon it as a vaguely humanoid form about 10 feet north of the group of 4 people searching.
Ah. Okay. What's the range on that? Is that reach?
120 feet.
Yep. Okay. Yep. There's your vaguely humanoid form. Okay. Roll for deception.
All right. 18.
Okay. Great. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Ash.
All right. So, does it look like that group has observed? Because we didn't know that the stuff has slipped on Olstein and them, right?
You cast yours on Richie's dad, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you would know whether or not it's slipped on him. You would be able to feel that release of magical concentration, and that is not something that you felt.
Okay. So I wouldn't know though about Richie or Olstein.
Nope,
But
sure
I
wouldn't.
I would see those guys heading towards the church, correct?
I mean, maybe there's a whole crowd in between you and them. Give me a quick perception check.
Alrighty.
There is a glowing person that he could see, though, because the person I made isn't subtle.
Even then, it's up. Like those steps go up, so it's whether or not he'd be able to see up the difference beyond that ridge.
I rolled a 9.
9. I would say that you can see vague movement and a distant glow.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is make my way just to investigate a little bit. I'm going to make my way 1, 2, 3, 4 paces to my right.
Okay.
There we go. And then I'm going to use my... just going to use some of my magic. First, I'm going to do my culling sickle on the dude who was in front of... sorry, I'm having a brain fart. Scud.
Okay.
Right. And 20 the hard way.
Yep, that'll do it.
And that's going to be 11 necrotic damage as Boomerang Sickle goes and slices at it.
All right.
For a bonus action. Is he still standing?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then I'm going to the dude standing by the well next to the tree.
Okay.
I'm going to launch a frost ray of frost at him.
Okay.
And that's going to be 22.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be 9 frost damage, and his movement is limited by 10 feet.
All right.
I'm going to take a step, finish my turn by taking a step 1, 2 to my southeast. Diagonally. And yep, that's my turn.
Cool.
By the way, George, this
yes.
might change what you're doing. I didn't realize it's concentration. So while they do have a glowing person, they also see Olstein and Richie. So my invisibility dropped.
Okay. So here is what you see then, Corvin, because you have just the best view of anyone. What you see is as you summon these dancing lights in the form of a vaguely humanoid person, you see these two who had followed the first two up. They immediately stop in their tracks, noticing the glowing person. The two up ahead did not notice her at all. They're laser focused. And just as this form pops into being and you realize, oh no, that breaks my concentration. You see Olstein and Richie popping into existence just as Olstein is wrenching open one of the giant doors to the church to allow Richie to rush inside, followed immediately by Olstein. Knowing that they are no longer visible, they are no longer going stealthy, and they are using their entire turn to dash and get double movement. So you don't have to worry about rolling for them anymore. Let me recount something really quick. Okay. Okay. So these two thugs come over here, and they begin waving clubs wildly into the illusory form of your dancing lights. These two, also having just seen Richie and Olstein, are going to rush forward. As soon as they one of them goes to open the door, the air fills with this loud and one of them flies backwards. Let me actually hold on. Yep. One of them flies backwards, a spray of blood emanating from his being, and there stands in the doorway of the church Richie's dad holding a sawed-off shotgun. He holds the double-barrel shotgun up to the face of the second thug who followed, and Corvin, you can see him mouth something. You can't hear him. but the second thug stops in his tracks completely. Now, Ash does a 19 hit you?
Oh, most certainly does.
That's going to be 8 damage as these 2 thugs come in swinging 1 machete and 1 baseball bat.
Okay.
That's going to be 21 to hit for another 7 damage.
All right. They're going to take 15 frost damage as my armor of Agathis blows up in their face.
Nice. Let me add that. You said 15?
Yes, sir. And let me see.
So as that first one comes in with their second hit, it strikes you, and then immediately these shards of icicle spears emanate from your being, piercing through body and brain. And he falls dead. The second one, 15 to hit.
Nope.
And 19 to hit.
Yep.
8 damage.
How much?
8.
Alrighty. Cool.
Right. For Scud. That's going to miss. That is going to need a reroll. What is Scud's AC?
20.
Great. That's going to miss. This one's going to hit 22 for 4 damage.
Cool.
And why not? That misses. Those miss. Those miss. Miss. Freaking Scud. That's going to hit, and I also rolled the lowest possible for 3 damage against Scud. Miss.
All right.
Miss. Last one is barely going to hit for 4 damage as Scud begins to parry and block and bat away with hand, foot, axe, and head. All of these blows that are coming in toward him from inexperienced fighters, barely taking a scratch at all. Scud, the not so disposable.
Barely an inconvenience.
Barely an inconvenience. Richie's dad, even though the thug has stopped, is going to go ahead and just pull the trigger anyway for a natural 20. That's 13. 14. And the head of the thug right in front of him just vanishes. Lonnie. Lonnie.
Me. Sorry, I was trying to unmute myself. How far am I from the closest person?
From the closest person, there's 15 feet away.
Cool. Light.
Okay. That is going to be a 16.
Poop. Well, you pass. You have 16 damage.
Okay. All right.
That's
Anything
it.
else? That's it.
Yep.
Mora.
I'm going to throw blades at the guy that is fighting. I was going to say Ash, but I'm going to go with Scud. I don't see Lonnie in the fight, right? Lonnie's still back.
Lonnie is against the building to your northwest.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then I'll throw the one at Scud. Because I feel like he's doing worse. So.
Scud's doing great.
Oh, is he? Okay, then I'll throw the one at Ash. That, you know what I mean? The guy, not at Ash.
Yeah, no, throw it to Ash. That's
I'm
what I
looking
heard.
for the other guy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that'll be 22 to hit.
Yep, that's going to hit.
That's all. And then that'll be 23 damage.
Okay.
Okay, and he's still up.
Yes, he is.
Cool, then I will do it again for 15.
15
hit.
hits.
And then it'll just be 5 damage.
Okay. All right. Corvin.
All right. As Corvin's bonus action, the shimmering light will move 60 feet north. So it'll look like the person's running away.
Okay.
And then Corvin himself is going to go ahead. It's 20 feet up, right? From where
The
on roof
building,
I'm-
yes.
I'm going to go and walk down the wall and then go ahead and stab with my rapier at the one between would be me and Scud. One south. Yeah, there we go.
All righty.
27 to hit
Sure does.
for 16 damage, and I need a wisdom saving throw.
All right. That wisdom saving throw is going to end up being a 6. Does it work?
Can they be frightened?
Absolutely, they can.
All right, they witness someone just walk down a wall straight towards them and find it very menacing. They're frightened of me.
Fantastic. I love it. He's completely frightened.
That's Corvin.
Ash.
All right. I'm going to, as a bonus action, take my culling sickle and slice at the dude and right directly in front of me, as there is no disadvantage range on that. And so 16 to hit.
Sure does.
And that's going to be 5 necrotic damage. Is he still up?
No. Not at all.
Cool.
The
And you see
light
me?
leaves his eyes.
Excellent. And you see me get slightly invigorated as I gain 2 temporary health points from the damage that was done there.
Nice.
And I'm going to go and the guy that I'm looking at. Can I really tell who's been damaged around Scud and who not?
I mean, it's been a rough night for everybody. They're not looking super great regardless.
Okay.
There are some that look much worse than others, but right now it's just a flurry of swinging improvised melee weapons.
Cool. Then the one that is closest to me, I'm going to do a full blast of my wand of my magic missiles.
Okay.
And
When
so
you
that's
say
what-
full blast,
I can only cast it at level 4,
okay.
so that would be 7 bolts in
All
total.
right, cool. How many charges do you have left?
So I've used it twice So that means that I only have 12 and I'm about to use it again. That means I'll have 8.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
And that right there would be 21 damage as I rolled a 3.
And as you wave your wand and you begin firing out these Roman candle-like missiles straight toward the lower back of this thug, and they all collide one after the other, each one subsequently burning a bigger and bigger and bigger hole into the back of their jacket until finally, about the 4th bolt, you see blood and sinew begin flying through the air until the final bolts cleave all the way through his body.
Sweet. All right. And that's going to end Ash's turn as he's going to make a move towards the stairwell to get a better vantage view of what's going on.
Okay. Full movement?
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool. And that ends his turn.
Richie and Olstein continue their mad dash through the church, bringing it to the thugs. The one that you attacked, Corvin, is going to... He's frightened. He's going to run away. And he is going to
Opportunity attack.
take
sir?
an attack of opportunity from Scud.
22 to hit.
Sure does.
And that would be... It's not much, but it's 11.
Oh, well, then he doesn't even get as far as I moved him. Before dying in the dirt. And... Corvin, the other guy, 20 to hit as he swings a crowbar at you after you've attacked his pal.
Yep.
5 damage. And he swings again for a 23 to hit for 6 damage.
All right.
The two up here, they're going to chase your illusory vision off the map. Constitution.
Yep, I rolled both of them. I got a 23 and an 18.
Perfect. Cool. The other 3 are just going to continue swinging at Scud with everything they have. That guy misses both of his attacks. 23 to hit for 3 damage against Scud. And 20 to hit for 3 damage against Scud.
All righty.
Bringing it to Scud.
Scud's going to go and make a chop at the dude to his right.
All right.
Nat 20. Scud's been getting all the best rolls today.
Nat 20 hits.
And that's going to be... +8. That's going to be 19 damage.
Okay.
And then he's going to go and make another attack.
All righty.
Ooh, a crit 1 on that. Does an 11 hit?
A crit 1 is just going to miss.
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Then he's not going to hit anything.
All right.
And that will end his turn.
Okay. Richie's dad retreats into the church, chasing after Richie and Olstein. Lonnie,
Me.
you.
Am I still like 15, 20 feet away?
Yep.
Blight.
Okay. 6.
Ha! You get 50 damage.
Oh, yeah. Just a flat 50, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's flat dead now.
Good.
He had no chance. It's as if his brain and heart just began to shrivel, blighted by whatever magical force it is that you cast.
That's it.
All right. Mora.
Did Mora see that our quote unquote friends are now visible?
Nope.
Okay, cool. I will pretend like I didn't hear anything then.
Corvin's
Then-
the only one who saw it.
Okay, in that case, I will stay here and think everything is super fine and not dash after them.
The only thing weird is you do see Corvin all of a sudden come off the roof. That's the only weird thing you've seen.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Corbin's just weird, so maybe that's normal.
Yeah.
Just kidding. All right. I am going to throw my soul knife again at the fella in front of me,
Okay.
and that's going to be 21 to hit,
It'll hit.
and then that's going to be. Oh, that was not as fun. 16 damage.
Okay.
And then that'll be.
Yeah, your blade strikes true.
Cool.
Taking yet another life.
Wait, cool. And then I don't think the guy in front of me now would get sneak attack, right? Because of, well, it wouldn't anyways, because I already used it. I throw my knife, and that'll be 16, 23 to hit.
23 hits.
And that'll be a simple 4 damage.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll just stay by the tree. So that'll be my turn for now.
All right. Corvin.
All right. Corvin's going to go ahead and walk behind the guy in front of Scud. And go ahead and do a slashing flourish. Ooh, a natural 20.
Ooh, all right.
So that'll be 33 on that guy and 17 on the guy next to him.
Ugh. That's disgusting. Okay, how do you want to do this?
All right. Well, being thirsty, as he's just been sitting out a fight slightly, he goes biting again, and he just lets loose, and he's a ripper now, I guess.
All right. You biting into the one guy. It's like you grab his head, you wrench it down to one side, exposing his neck. You bite deeply into his flesh, and as you do, you instinctively reach out with your left hand, grabbing the guy standing next to him, nails digging into the flesh at his neck, and you pull him in and then bite into his, taking not only for yourself strength to carry on, but from them the last of their own strength.
And then from behind the tree, you hear.
Get a room.
As I wipe my mouth and just say, "They're in the church now, guys. We gotta go."
Ash, did you want to do anything?
Besides cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay. You
And
re-up.
Yep, I am re-upped again on that.
What level?
It's going to be a second level.
Okay, cool.
So not as cool as my third level one, but
Still good. Armor of Akathis is awesome.
I turned to Corbin. I'm like, they made it to the church? We're done now, right? Like, that was our whole thing. They get to the church and we're done?
Let's make sure they actually do what they came here to do. I don't know. There might be false promises. We've seen these people lie before.
And as Corvin says that, you begin hearing this shout coming from up above you. And at first, worry works its way through your mind. What is that shouting? Who is that shouting? What's next? What could we possibly be in for? Before you realize it's coming from the bell tower in the church.
Coming from inside the house.
And you see the form of Olstein leaning out the small window, hoisting his own machete in the air triumphantly, shouting, "Ah! Yeah!" And behind him, you hear the bell start to ring.
So we did it. We go home.
And you feel this sense of achievement.
We did it. We go home.
You've helped Richie, Sawtooth Jack, reach the church, something that hasn't happened in over a century or so, you're told. And as you let this relief wash over you, you feel this low vibration beneath your feet, followed by a distant
wasn't me, guys.
getting louder and louder. And that vibration becomes more of a shaking.
Wait, pause. Do we have blind sight? Can't we? I'm just kidding.
Getting closer and closer until it feels like the entire courtyard beneath your feet is rocking back and forth. The bricks at the foundation of the church begin to splinter and crack. Olstein has stopped his victory shouts. The bells begin to slow their ringing as the rope is no longer being pulled. You see Olstein look around before retreating back into the window. Fragments of stone begin working their way loose at your feet. And then the bell tower begins to fall. And from within, you see emerging a shadow of death. And we're going to end it there for tonight. So anyway, yeah, there you go. Good job, guys. You've made it to the church.
Great.
And now there's a T-Rex.
Join us again next time to find
No.
out what is
That'll
that
happen
shadow of
later.
death. What could it be? Will Richie and Olstein in the bell tower be okay? I don't know. Do you? No, it hasn't happened yet. That's next episode. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.